it's been a lot of like a civil back and forth, people having fun, making their own tier list after after this nigga dropped a video, all 40 killers ranked least to most evil. And a lot of people are throwing out their think pieces. Everybody was throwing out who their thing, the most evil and the most like misunderstood characters were. I'm gonna put some of the ones I saved up here. Like, all right, let me throw my hat in the ring. Let me give out my honest opinion, my take on this, who I think is the most evil. All right, we got 6 tiers here. The worst being super evil, and then the tamest being just flat out good. These killers, I think, overall were, let's be honest, very justified in their killing. We're gonna start the good tier off with Wraith. We all know his lore, we all know his tomes, we all know this. I would have slimed out Azeroth too. Like, cartoonishly villain name. Like, first of all, my whole family died. I didn't get my get back then. I don't care what anybody says. Wraith has to be in good tier. Next in the good tier, Spirit. She just got dealt a bad hand. And also who was dealt a bad hand, Hag, who was completely justified in murdering all those people who kidnapped her and ate her. Next in the good tier, Artist. Just read Artist lore. She clearly did not deserve any of this. And finally, to end out the good tier, Charlotte. Isn't she like French? Ew. Next tier, not the main villain. These are people who still have like bad to good tendencies, but they're not really the main problem. They're more of just the pawns. Starting this with my boy Hunk. Now, Resident Evil lore, Hunk kind of flip-flops from good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. So I think I'm just going to put him here because as an Umbrella agent, it's like being a Hydra agent. Next, Hillbilly. Yeah, Hillbilly murdered the people who made fun of him and beat him and punked him. But I can't really, I'm not going to blame it on him. It's the same aspect where I'm justifying Hag and Wraith being in good tier, but Hillbilly kind of murdered more people. Can't have Hillbilly without Leatherface right next to him. And this is the original movie Leatherface where, yeah, he was just kind of a big idiot, and it was all his family really just manipulated him and beating him if he didn't do it. Next, just strictly lore, no cosmetic lore, Joey. Yeah, we have such a trickle-down effect, but if we're counting, like, skin lore, yeah, all the Legion are just kind of menaces. Speaking of which, Susie. God, I hate Susie. Might be my least favorite Legion member. Such a boring, proud definition of a lame self-insert. She's only in the not real villain thing because, Frank and Julie mainly do all that. Next here is doesn't know any better. I had a kind of like battle in my head about should this one killer go in here, should they not? There's one killer I think should be in here, but I put Homeboy up there when I feel like I shouldn't. Starting off doesn't know any better, Kaneki. Now, I'm only putting this because when he was taken is, post Jason eating. So he's not in the mind space. He is insane. He doesn't know what's going on. He's actually insane. People argue that he would go down in good tier, and I do get that, but he is too deranged to really go there currently. Next, Huntress. Huntress was just raised like this. This is just survival for her, and still mentally a child. She doesn't just doesn't know any better. Three-way tie of Demogorgon, Nemesis, and Alien. They all kind of have the exact same aspect, so just move them there. And ending this tier off is Dredge. Man, I don't know where to put Dredge. What is Dredge? Next tier is Bad Guys. Now, the killers in this tier is just overall D-bags. Starting this tier off, the biggest D-bag in them all, Deathslinger. He's just making these inventions. I don't care if you got your ideas stolen. You made a spear gun to shoot fuckers and reel them in. Next, Trapper. I don't care how many edits y'all want to do to make Trapper seem misunderstood. He still murdered all of those employees. He sucks. Next, Amanda. I don't like the list where they keep putting Amanda kind of low tier. Like she wasn't also killing people with Hoffman. That's why Jigsaw had to, test her and slime her out in the end. Pinhead and the Chatterer. Now, I feel like I should have made my own tier specifically just for them, because they're kind of their own thing. I don't even count them as evil. As you touch the Rubik's Cube, you're coming with us. Like, I can't really slander them like that. Next, Tiffany. Yeah, she sucks, but, not as bad as Chucky. Frank and Julie. These two are just insane. Next tier, villains. Now, these guys are just like actual terrible human beings, but they're not worst of the worst. And we're starting this off with Knight. I only put Knight in this tier and not super evil just because he has loyalty to his day ones. Next, Birkins. Yeah, Birkins sucks. Anyway. Next, Blight. Like, in lore, Blight's kind of a D-bag and get a lot of people killed, but he's yaoi. Next, Nurse. Alright. I put Nurse this high because for some reason everybody has Nurse so low. Did y'all not read her tombs? Nurse was just an actual D-bag. Well, I feel because my husband's dead. I'm gonna slime you out. Why are y'all defending Nurse? She's such a dirtbag. Next, Dracula. I just don't like Castlevania. Not gonna elaborate. Next, Houndmaster. Man, look at her and her nice dog. Ignore the fact that she, fed a guy his best friend. But look at the dog. Alright, now we're in the super evil tier. This is the overall just terrible people. I'm gonna start with the least to the most evil. The least, Ashley Slashley Puppet Hand. He's literally a spawn of Satan. Next, Chucky. I gotta elaborate, Chucky. Really? Just go watch Child's Play. Next, Clown. I was tied between super evil and villain tier. I was tied between them for Clown. Because, yeah, Clown is a piece of shit. Yeah, he tortures, drugs. I'm going on a whim here and saying rape victims. But, man, he cares about his horse. Next, Springtrap. Child murder, adult murder, murder in general. Actual selfish D-bag. But over him, I have to put Freddy only because it's remake Freddy and actual pedophile. Like, legitimate pedo. Next, Doctor. It's like nobody was free from his torture list. He was torturing literally anybody he could grab. He's a little bit high, but sliming out his bandmates was crazy. I'm putting Trickster in super evil. He deserves it. Next, Wesker. Go play Resident Evil 5. Go play 1 for that matter. Wesker is just a bad person. Super villain. Like, cartoonishly super villain. Next, Looksee. I'm only putting Looksee on here, not the other Crypt TV skins, because, that's the only one that I actually watch personally. And Looksee is kind of just a piece of shit. You're grieving your son too much. Move on, or else you're next. You foreskin-looking douchebag. Vecna is also in the category with Wesker, where they're just cartoonishly evil. Unknown. Man, look at that Unknown and tell me he's not evil. Like, just look at him. Read any of the skin lores. Super evil. Alright, this was the character I was torn on though, Sadako. Now, I only put Sadako so high because she is Onryo. She is. So, technically she would have to go in the super evil tier, but Sadako herself, I feel like would go into just good person because, didn't really do shit. Nonetheless, above her, Oni. Literally an Oni. Jokes write themselves. Next, Pyramid Head. Now, I go off because he is Silent Hill 2 Pyramid Head, where it's just James Sunderland's freaky out conscience. His evil side. That's the side that slimed out Mary. Spoiler. Then, the Boogeyman. Michael Myers has to be in this tier. He, honest to God, just does not have a choice. He's actually just evil incarnate. But there is one person more evil than him. And that's the Entity. Entity grabbed all these motherfuckers to slime out average Joes. Except for Nia, she deserves it. Except for Sable, she also deserves it. Alright, that's the list. Honorable mentions, the character I miss, Skull Merchant, I just throw her in villain tier. Plague, I throw her in good tier, because yeah, cult, but she didn't really do anything. It was just a different time period. And Singularity, I'd put him in good tier because, man, the human race.